What's up? I'm Nick from Arcane Sanctuary. Today I'm going to be doing a head-to-head battle between two companies, a bass amp sim and a guitar amp sim. And today's shootout's going to be the Neural DSP Parallax for the bass versus the Nembrini 8180. Now what I'm doing is I'm leaving settings on there. I'm not going to be tweaking anything, and this is going to be the first of many videos I'm going to try to do to just keep things moving along, get a little more content going. But what we have here is the Parallax is mildly touched. I'm trying to leave them as close to the stock settings as they come. The 8180 I left completely original. Now in the mix I have made changes. Normally what I would do to them in the mix was a little saturation on the guitar, a little bit of limiting for the bass, just to kind of get things to the level where they should be with the drums. So without further ado, here's the battle between two powerhouses. Let's see what holds up and how we like them. Okay, so that was the first verse, that was the pre-chorus and the chorus. And what I heard through that is that the Parallax, although holding good grounds, the distortion only came through when the guitar went to a chug. So when the mid frequencies of the guitar were kind of down, not really being actuated, I guess you'd say, the Parallax did pull through. Now the Parallax did hold up nicely along the bass, but the 8180, especially in the chorus, started really ripping once it went to those open, more not so much palm muted sound. The Nembrini is, like I said, it's at the stock settings, and that to me is where I found it to be the best sound. I played around with my own settings and found some really good sounds out of it too, but just where it sits stock for this particular shootout, I think it worked really well. Let's try another part here. The song's pretty much a loop of itself, but what I want to do is focus. Let's go back to the chorus here. Okay, so the balance of them is not far off. The bass kind of dips out at some points when the, like I said, those power chords really rip through on that 8180. And I'll just show you a couple things that I did do on the settings that could be what's doing that. With the Nembrini, here's the EQ settings. So I got a high boost around 8K, but I'm shelving it off around 11.8. There is a cut at 27K. It's a 1.1 decibel, a little bit wide, not too wide. But here's where it's probably taking over the Parallax. Is at 1.7K, I got a 5.2 boost. That's pretty wide. So that's probably what's overtaking the Parallax. I know the Parallax is somewhere in the 2K exactly. I cut out almost a full decibel of it, and I'm boosting it more in the 800 range. That's also got a little top end presence too, but that's cut off, so that's probably not doing much at all. And I got a modest boost, even though it has a ton of low end on this thing. I put a 12.3 boost at 105 to really fill out the bottom end on that, and I'm cutting it off around 63. I have a little bit more compression than I do on the 8180, but the other thing is, the reason I have so much boost at the low end is because I also did multi-band compress it against that kick drum is brutal. So you can see where that thing's... So the reason I did that was to clear some room for it. So even though it's compressing that down in volume, that bass still has that low end that just stays there, and that's due to the limiter too. But overall, I think this was a cool shootout between the two. They're both excellent plugins. Neither one of them is real heavy on the CPU. And I think actually in a head-to-head battle that they do complement each other pretty well, but the 8180 in this particular instance seems to kind of, you know, overpower what the Parallax can do on a natural setting, or something close to the factory setting, I just say. But that doesn't mean that it can't. I could spend a little more time and get that to really shine through. But that's not the point of this. I don't want to make things perfect. I want to make things interesting. So leave a comment below, like, subscribe, do all that fun, wonderful stuff, and let's continue to grow this channel. Recently, I did a cool video for Nembrini on the black ice, which eventually I'd love to throw in a shootout against something else and see what that does. And that seems to be a very hot topic right now. That plugin is fantastic. Please check it out. Nembrini makes some amazing stuff. So does Neural DSP. They make some good stuff too. So it's and recently they released the Gojira plugin, which has a lot of hype. I have not touched it yet, so I'm not going to even entertain anything about that. But thanks again for watching. Once again, I'm Nick from Arcane Sanctuary. Please, once again, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.